Lower Troublesome Creek.
I think the bear's already got up there. Salmon's got a tough life, huh? You know, swims 2,000 miles, almost takes a full hour ahead of time.
No, but what I'm saying, let's say it's the 3 hours. It's now going to be 10 o'clock? What time do you have? 10 o'clock. So
Yeah.
10
We're down at 12.
and
If we do the
12.
whole thing.
Right, 10 and 12
And another hour and a half.
is 1:30. So we'll have to eat in the car.
Look at this picture with this guy with the bear standing over his shoulder. Hopefully it was Photoshopped.
Right. There's a point. Yeah, I agree.
Let's just let them. That's what the time is usually.
Here we go. Cross the bridge.
Red.
Cross the stream. Sorry.
Kind of first view of anything on this hike. I think Denali's behind those trees, but
So is Denali behind those spikes that's in my name? Small woods. Some people say little sticks. I read it as small woods, the taiga forest. Hey, I know. When you guys go home, you can tell all your friends you went to Alaska and you saw taiga woods. They don't get any better than that, guys. It's going to be a long day. Cops in every single home on the planet 2.5 times. I'm thinking, okay, my math's not that good. I can't challenge that. My only question is, who did the math? I got a better question. Why did you do that math?
Wow.
Coming in from Anchorage.
There's nobody climbing up the mountain today.
No, we just played softball down there this last weekend, and so I know what the construction is.
If anybody here is thinking of going to hear the program at the cabin and then using restrooms, that won't work because by then there'll be 2 more buses out here with another 90 people using restrooms. So right now is when you want to use the restroom. We won't be coming back down the trail. We'll be making a circle through the forest on this trail back to the buses. And while we wait for some people using restrooms, let me see here. I think I'll introduce you to a couple of features here in the forest. Let me grab something. As you walk up the trail, as you look around at the branches, you'll see lots of this material. And some of it is green fuzzy, some will be bright green, some will be almost white. And sometimes visitors ask, what's up with all this moss? Well, this is not moss, this is called lichen. And one of the neat things about lichen is it's very sensitive to pollution. Well, out by the road, you won't see much of it because of the car pollution, but up here on the trail, you see quite a bit. Would you believe if you go to a big city, this doesn't grow there? How many of you live in a larger city? How much lichen do you see all around your city? Absolutely none. Would you believe that you'll probably see more of this lichen on 100 feet of trail than you will in a whole city? So
why this is called the Savage River Cabin, when we don't seem to be located near a river, and it doesn't seem especially savage. So this cabin was named after the Savage River, which was named after a man named Tom. He was a native here in Alaska, and as he was leading some of the first white explorers through this region, He led them through the area next to the Savage River, and either they couldn't be bothered to pronounce his last name, or they just plain couldn't pronounce his last name, but they just named him Tom Savage. Not exactly politically correct, but there we have it. And so Savage River Campground, Savage River Cabin, all derived from one man named Tom. And now we got the rest of the group here, so you guys ready to get started?
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. Hello, everybody.
Hello!
There we go. My name is Jaron. I'm a historical interpreter here at the park, and I'd like to welcome you all to the historic Savage River Cabin. Now, how many of you came to the park today with a partners, family? All right, pretty much everybody. That's great, because Denali has always been a place that's better to take on with a pal. Its harsh conditions, severe cold, overabundance of wildlife have all forced Alaskans to work together to survive and to thrive here. And as a result, we now stand in a park built upon collaboration. In fact, in 1906, two new friends set out into the Alaskan wilderness and set in motion the development of the park. Their names were Charles Sheldon and Harry Karstens. So you had Charles Sheldon, who was a notable hunter, fisherman, man of independent means. He made all of his money from investments, leaving him free to retire at the age of 35, and spent his later years exploring all of the North American continent in search of mountain sheep. The man was crazy about mountain sheep, and it was the Dall mountain sheep that brought him up here to Alaska through this region where he met a man to show him around, and that man was Harry Karstens. Harry was a seasoned Alaskan miner and musher, and he was considered to be one of the best dog drivers of the North. And that, in combination with his youth, exuberance, and knowledge of the lesser-known areas of this region, proved to make him an invaluable traveling companion to Sheldon over the course of his expeditions. And over the next year or two, Sheldon got a lot more than he bargained for out of this region. Like I said, he had come for the sheep, but he found himself so enamored by the beauty of this place and taken aback by the barbaric hunting practices that were quickly decimating the local wildlife that he decided to try to have it set aside as a game refuge and national park. So as a result, in 1917, Mount McKinley National Park was founded, and it only took the National Park Service 4 years to hire an employee. That's one man to traverse the entirety of the 2 million acres of Mount McKinley National Park with nothing but a team of sled dogs, and on top of all that, he was going to have to be the acting superintendent. So upon reading this job description, Sheldon only knows one man to recommend for the position, and Harry Karstens, his good friend, was sworn in. Immediately, he got to work building up the infrastructure of the park.
Not just about the wildlife, it's about the entire landscape. The mountains, the rivers, the glaciers, the entire 6 million acres here for us to enjoy, appreciate, and learn from. So as you're going down this road, make sure you keep watch out your windows, because you never know what you can see out there. Make sure you're listening to your driver, because I'm sure he has all sorts of information to share with you. And I hope you have a great time here in your national park.
Play maps, you know.
What's that?
I'm not really good with small towns.
No, it's fine.
Well, while we're waiting for everybody else, if you want to take surroundings.
Where do you live?
Right now, towards the park entrance, there's a one time road up there. Man.
Nice town?
Yeah.
I like the way you said that.
Give us a tip.
What's your... Is that it, straight through it?
I
Now put in the smart.
I think it's behind those clouds
Right.
Yes.
Not the one sitting on the mountain there.
on to the right of there.
Cooperating with this thing.
I just said to the left.
You know,
Oh.
pick a few guys, right? Like you,